Let's go.
I think we're gonna have
Let's go. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're okay. My name is Agnes. I'm the director and founder of MPA Coaching, a recruitment and placement agency which helps international students to come to the UK and carry out work experience, but also find accommodation, enroll onto language courses, and visit the fantastic. This weekend was very fantastic, the fantastic city of London. And today, and since a month now, since the 28th of February, we started going around London to visit companies. But since the end of April, we are now walking around London streets to go and visit all our different companies who have been now welcoming their interns. And this is a great opportunity for not only the intern, but the company to talk to us about their experience, what they feel about welcoming interns, and if the work is actually being done during that internship, and if the characters are matching or it's just not happening, never again. So these are great opportunities to be able to meet the company and their intern. So today, without further ado, I would like to introduce a lady who has been not only a partner but a friend also, because we started the business roughly together, the MPA coaching business. I remember when we first started, every morning that was our routine to call each other. She is about to drop a child, and me too, I was dropping my son. Then we were chatting, talking about the business, exchanging ideas. And she's a fan of tennis. I'm not, but I'm supporting her in her
in my tennis.
in her tennis venture. So really, it's a real great pleasure to introduce Joyce Sarpong and her intern Lindy. So Joyce, can you please introduce yourself to the audience on Facebook and also on Instagram?
Okay, well, thank you, Agnes. It's
Welcome.
been a wonderful journey.
Amen.
I
Yes.
think that this is maybe my fifth or sixth year
Yes.
of having interns with MPA Coaching. So I'm Joyce Sarpon, and I'm the founder of Africa Oracle.
Mhm.
And Africa Oracle is a communications company, and we bridge the gap between the diaspora, us here, and Africa. And we tell stories, and we look to disrupt the narrative through the stories or through working on projects.
Okay.
Yes.
So you will talk to us a bit more about this. Lindy, bonjour, ça va?
Bonjour, ça va et vous?
Très bien, merci. So Lindy, it's the first time. The fantastic thing with the MPA coaching is like we talk a lot with the students. We see them all the time online, but now today I see her in real, in real. So Lindy, can you please introduce yourself to the audience? And don't in English,
Yeah,
please.
okay. So, my name is Lindy Jupiter. I'm 18 years old. I'm French, and I'm doing an internship in London for my school.
For your school.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lindy, can you talk to us a bit about you? What do you like doing?
Okay. So I'm doing business school in Paris, and I like doing um,
Makeup. She
yeah,
loves
makeup.
makeup. Yes.
I love makeups. I love museum art, and
Oh,
I love
really?
the English speaking.
Okay.
So doing an internship in London helped me a lot to learn English.
Okay.
So it's a good point.
Okay. So did you visit any museums since you arrived or not yet?
Not yet, but I will do it.
You will do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And is it your first time to come to the UK?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Okay, so you've
Yeah.
never been to the UK before?
No, never.
Wow, so we have the privilege of welcoming you here.
Yeah.
Welcome, Lindy.
Thank you.
Okay, Lindy, can you please introduce your tutor to us? Introduce Joyce. It's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
weeks.
No,
2 weeks.
Oh, actually,
1
it
week.
seems longer.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you talk to us a bit about Joyce? What kind of woman is she?
Yeah. So Joyce, for me, is a woman that I feel like she loves what she's doing. When
Okay.
she speaks to me about his company or his history, I
Yes.
know that she like really what she's doing,
Okay.
and she learned me a lot of things about, for example, Africa the way she work.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that she's a passionate woman.
Okay. Oh wow.
And yeah, because she speak a lot about Africa or
Yes.
his company, and I didn't know a lot because I'm from Caribbean,
Oh, the
and
Caribbean.
she learned
Okay.
me a lot of things.
Okay.
So
She taught you teach.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
There is a difference between learning and teaching.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher is from somebody
I
to
teach.
you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you learn.
And you learn.
Okay.
Yes. But that's very good. Wow. And you,
Interesting.
yes, now you've got a bit of an idea of what
Yes,
people think
yes.
about you.
True.
Yes. And you, Joyce, can
Yes.
you introduce Lindy for us, please?
Okay, so Lindy, actually, when you asked how long she'd been here, I
Mhm.
thought that she'd been here longer.
Okay.
So I think that's a good thing
Yes.
because it feels like we've got a good relationship,
Yes.
and she's been with me for a long time. It's only been 2 weeks.
Okay.
So Lindy came, and she's doing a business course, as she said, and her interest is in sales and prospecting, so marketing,
Okay.
how
Yes.
to get
So that's
clients. Yes. So we've been looking at the
Mm.
sales process,
good.
and
Yes.
also looking at how to get more clients or prospective clients interested in the
Okay.
business.
Wow. So how would you describe her before she came and now?
Wow. Okay. Well, to be honest, I think Lindy's introduction was a bit last minute.
Okay. Yes.
My relationship with Agnes, normally I get to hear about the interns
Yes.
around about April, and they start in May.
Yes.
With Lindy, I think I heard at the end of May, and he
Yes.
wanted to start at the beginning of June, like
Yes.
1 week.
Yes.
So I was a bit skeptical as to who I was going to expect, because she left everything
Yes.
to the last minute.
Yes.
So anyway, I decided to take a leap of faith. I think
Okay,
that's
yes.
what I decided
I
to do.
remember
We
you
had a
and me.
conversation. And so far it has been good. She's
Mhm.
willing to learn. She's interested.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so we're making progress.
Okay. So that's very good. We're very happy about that because at the beginning, I have to say, I was very like wondering, oh my God, what is she doing? You didn't answer to the phones, the emails, and you were also looking for an accommodation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it took a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yes. But the internship was confirmed before.
Mhm.
Yeah. So now, can you talk to us a bit about the job that you're doing with Joyce? What do you think about the job, the work that
Yeah.
you're doing with Joyce?
So she work on her house
From him.
from home, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Continue.
So she work from his home,
Her home.
and when I'm at on home, she told me
Tells me.
she tells me a task to do,
Okay.
or she
Okay.
speak to me about what she want that I'm doing,
Okay.
and I work about what she told me to do.
To do. Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you learned a lot about Africa.
Yeah.
What did you learned that you didn't know before about Africa?
Honestly, I learned a lot of things because I learned about his history, kind of about the way she wants to represent Africa through his
Okay.
company,
Okay.
how she introduced Africa to her company, and um, the 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 thing that she learned to me is like
She talked to
she
me.
talked to me is
Yeah.
like a black company in England
Okay.
or mixed company that work in England and that they feel her at home.
Okay.
How she speak to me about that, and I learn a lot of things about
Okay.
that,
Okay.
and yeah.
Okay, Joyce, you
Yes.
said something earlier
Mhm.
about changing the narratives.
Yes.
Can you talk to us a bit about this?
Okay.
Because we know that Africa, when people say Africa,
Yes.
they see the child with the big belly and
The
flies everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of talk at the moment about how Africa, we're moving away from aid to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And those of us that are here, if I think about a global leader who sadly passed last year, Kofi Annan, and the impact that he had on the world through his leadership, I believe that us in the diaspora we have a lot to contribute,
Okay.
even though we might not be in the continent.
Yes,
So we
yes.
can act as bridge builders between here, or ambassadors
Okay.
between here and there. So in terms of the narrative, um, I started a company and we're looking at stories about Africa through the media and trying to give like more of a holistic, a complete picture as to what's going on.
Okay.
So, for example, if you think about Ebola,
Yes.
when it hit 3 countries in West Africa,
Mine in
Yes.
particular Guinea. Yes.
Guinea, Liberia, and
Yes.
Sierra Leone, the reporting of it was very much about the unfortunate lives that were lost and the tragedy and all of that. But what was missing was the fact that countries like Nigeria,
Yes.
like Uganda, they contained it. So
Okay.
Ebola was there, but they managed to stop it.
Okay.
And so those kind of success stories
Yes.
were not really being reported.
Yes. Yes.
And also, unfortunately, it had an impact on the economies in
Of these
Africa.
countries.
Not only those three
Yes.
countries.
Wow.
For example, tourism in South Africa,
Mhm.
which is further away from West Africa
Yes.
than the UK, right?
Okay.
Its tourism was affected, which is ridiculous. It doesn't
Yes.
make sense. If you look at the map of Africa,
Yes.
it is huge. You can get China in Africa, you can get
Yes.
North America, you can get India, Europe, a lot of continents in Africa. That's how vast the country,
Yes.
the continent is. And yet, from West Africa to the UK, it's about seven, let's say 7 hours. From West Africa to South Africa is longer
Yes.
than from West Africa to the UK.
Yes.
Yes, tourism in South Africa was being affected.
Wow.
So it's really about, looking at the narrative from that point, from our perspective, as to how we can, change it or disrupt what's being reported. And so I started off there, and I thought, right, okay, we need to also do our own stories.
Yes.
So I have a number of journalists on the continent, about
Okay.
12, and we've yet to get going with that.
Okay.
But that's the idea, that we will have people on the ground that will be reporting.
Yes.
But more so, because we're here, we are the narrative.
Yes.
So, whatever we do has an impact on what happens to our communities here,
Yes.
and also how our countries are perceived. And that was true, so much so that when Prince Charles and Camilla were going to go to West Africa, they invited a number of us to go and talk to them before they went, because they understand, the impact that we can make to our communities.
Okay.
So really, as a diaspora, it's about looking at, the achievements that are being made, and also coming together more as our community, communities, so that we can see how we can contribute towards the development of our home country.
Yeah. Because Africa, the African continent, is a bit like Europe with all these different countries, but at the same time, they kind of gather together and try to improve, I mean, not only the economy, the finance, the human side of things, the mobility, because it's also thanks to this mobility that we can bring all these students here.
Yeah.
So what can be done in Africa? Like, I don't know, the European, African, something, I mean, the EU, but the
we do have the African Union.
Yes. But it hasn't got that same impact. Or maybe I'm mistaken.
I think, okay, I don't want to get overly political here, but the African Union is like an administrative body for the African nations, and there are policies in place, that I'm sure the nations adhere to. But one of the things that is being done is intra-regional trade.
Okay.
So Africa as a continent is huge, and if you think about the amount of trade that can be done within Africa, intra-Africa trade, that could generate, some good revenues and income for the various different businesses and countries.
Okay.
So that's something that I know is being done. Another thing that's also being done is because traveling around Africa sometimes can be a bit cumbersome, getting from one country to the next. So in terms of the visas, there's restrictions being
Yes.
removed
Mm.
for traveling around the continent.
Yes.
So I think all these things will contribute to making it a lot easier to
Okay.
do business with the continent.
With the-
But we also have to maintain our
Mm.
connections and links
Okay.
with the continent.
With the continent.
One of the things the African Union has said is that the diaspora is the sixth region of
Okay.
Africa. So you have various different regions. West Africa has ECOWAS,
Yes.
Southern Africa has SADC, East Africa has its own trading bloc.
Okay.
They're all trading blocs, and the African Union has recognized that the diaspora is another region of
Okay.
Africa.
Of Africa.
Yes.
Wow. So yes, I'm learning also a lot, Lindsay. Lindsay, can you now talk to us about your daily routine on being an intern for Joyce? For example, in the morning when you come, what do you do? Do you go on the phone? Do you make some research? What do you do on a daily basis? The work you do.
Okay, so first I start at night at 10
Okay.
or 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'm coming at this home.
Okay.
So she talked to me about what she doing. If, for example, she work late
Okay.
before after I go,
Okay.
she talked to me about what she doing. Then she told me a lot of a task that I have to do.
Okay.
For example, doing some research on internet,
Okay.
on my phone, on when she talk on the phone, um, I try to take some notes.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
after that, she finished to talk. I say what I understand.
Okay.
So we
Oh,
talk about
nice.
that, and yeah. So I'm doing some research. Sometimes
Okay.
I'm work to doing at home,
Okay.
and
Yes.
I bring her to her the other day,
The next day or
the
the
next day,
following day. Okay.
and yeah.
Okay. And you would you like to complete what she just said?
Sure. So I think how she's described this is what's happens when we're here.
Mm-hmm.
But over the last 2 weeks, we've actually been going out to meet
Okay.
prospective clients as
Mhm.
well. So when she says that she will start at 9:30 or 10. It depends on what the schedule is for the day. So often I might meet her at Waterloo, which is quite
Okay.
central, and then we'll go on to other meetings from there.
Mm.
So last week, I think we met up with a fellow entrepreneur who we met at the Royal Festival Hall.
Okay.
I tell Indy that when you're an entrepreneur, you support
Yes.
each other like
Yes.
we have been
Yes,
supporting each other,
exactly.
Agnes. And so often I might meet
Mm.
fellow entrepreneurs just to see how they're doing,
Okay.
and see how we can support and help each other.
Okay.
We've been to a number of events. So we went
Okay.
to
Like networking events.
networking.
Yes.
We went to an expo in Kingston business,
Mm.
and we went to another event on the value of the diaspora at a bank in the city.
Wow.
So yes, and then we went and looked at an impact hub in Brixton.
Okay.
We're looking to have some premises there.
Mm.
So
Wow.
yes,
Yeah.
A lot of things on the pipeline. Huh?
Definitely,
That's very
yes.
good.
Yes.
And what do you think about the way? Do you work in France? Do you have any work experience in France?
Not really.
No,
No.
never worked in France.
No, just internship.
Just an internship.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you compare your internship in France
Yeah.
and with Joyce, what is the difference? For example, as an employer, how can you compare her to maybe your boss in France?
The difference that I see is, like she said, when I'm coming with her at some event
Yes.
in French, I didn't do that. Didn't
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
So I think that is the only big difference.
Okay.
Like doing events, coming with her to his meeting.
Okay.
I
To
never
her
do that.
meeting.
I never do that in French.
Okay.
So,
In
yeah.
France. Okay.
It's the difference.
Okay, and it's true in London. Me, I see with my students. Sometimes I just send them to represent MPA Coaching,
Okay.
and they mingle with other business owners, and they're always very surprised to see how people are open.
It's
They
true.
don't just look at them like, oh, you're an intern,
It's
move
true,
away. No,
because we
Yes.
had that when we went for the Kingston Expo was held at Kingston University.
Mm.
And so I asked Lindy to meet me there.
Mhm.
And she got there maybe 30 minutes before me.
Okay,
And so
wow.
she called me and said, "So what do I do?" I said, "Well, you know, you mingle, talk to people,
Yes,
go
yes.
around." And so I think
Uh-huh.
maybe she found that a bit strange because I was like, "You're there,
Yes.
just see how things are going, and I'll meet you
Exactly.
there later."
Yes. So really, we push them to take these initiative and
Yes.
represent the brand.
Yes.
Because if she's not there or she was running late, but you were
Yeah.
there, so don't just sit. Okay, I'm waiting for my boss.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you go forward.
Yeah.
Which is good. And what did you learn about that? I mean, it's just 1 week. Huh? We were saying just 1 week. She
2 weeks.
starts
2
2 weeks. Okay. How is the Lindy who came 2 weeks ago and the Lindy now?
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yeah, the difference is that I think that it's make me more adult.
Okay. Oh,
Because
wow.
yeah, because
Mhm.
I'm live with my mom and my brother. So
Yeah.
my mom is always after me
Yes.
and coming in London.
And your father, I could
and my
confirm
father,
that.
yeah, and my father, but I live with my mom, so that's why I say that. But yeah, my family is always after
Behind
me.
you.
Yeah.
Behind you, yes.
So being in London alone, it make
Mhm.
me really adult,
Okay.
grow, mature.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's very good
Yeah.
because now you live with a host family.
yeah. So
where
it
you
changed.
cook,
Yeah,
you do your food shopping.
yeah.
Wow.
So it's a big difference. yeah.
There's no mommy. There's no more milk in the fridge.
Yeah, yeah,
Now you need to go and get your milk.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Doing all alone.
All alone.
Yeah,
Taking the tube.
yeah. Everything.
Everything by yourself. And you're from Paris, huh?
Yeah,
Paris, okay. But Paris is a big city, so London is okay also.
yeah. It's not a big difference.
It's not a big. And you're okay with the tube and the.
First it was a bit difficult, but
Okay.
with the time it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and her English is good,
It's
huh?
good.
Yes, I'm
It's good.
very.
Yeah.
I'm very because she wanted to speak in French. I was
Yes.
like, no.
Yeah.
But it's
Because
very
we speak
good.
French.
Yeah, because I
maybe.
speak
Yeah.
French. Yeah, maybe that's why. But Joyce doesn't speak French, even if she
Yeah.
thinks she's a
I
French
do.
lady.
I do speak
Oh,
French.
tu parles un peu français.
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu, ok. Donc on peut continuer l'interview en français.
Non, non. Je préférais.
Je préfère.
Je préfère le français.
Ah,
L'anglais.
So yes, guys, if you've just joined us, I'm Agnes, director of MPA Coaching, and I'm with two lovely ladies, Joyce Sarpong, director and founder of
Yes.
Africa Oracle, and her fantastic intern, Lindy Jupiter from Paris. So now, can I ask you, Joyce, what have been the challenges as a business owner first, but also as somebody who's welcoming interns? So as a business, what has been your challenges?
With Lindsay this time or just generally?
Generally as a
With
business owner.
Okay, so as a small business,
Yes.
you know, a major challenge is, you know, having the resources to carry out the work that you need to do. So by resources, obviously talking about having a team and having finances in place. So what MPA coaching does is, I know for certain period of the year, I can guarantee that I will have resources in place to carry out certain projects. So that helps me to plan.
Okay.
So that's a challenge. And with being a small business, you have to wear many hats.
Yes.
So basically, you do your own marketing, you have to do your own financing,
Yes.
you have to work with yourself and with other people.
Yes.
So keeping track of the work when you're working by yourself is a challenge.
Yes. Okay. And now challenges with hiring interns. We know it's a fantastic opportunity, but there is challenges. Nothing is like perfect. We need to confirm that.
Yes, yes. I think you can't underestimate the time it takes.
Yes.
To sort of work with interns. Often because as an entrepreneur you're used to working by yourself.
Yes.
It's often quicker just to do it yourself.
Yes.
But then you find yourself having to explain what you want to be done,
Yes.
and then and then it gets done, and then you have to check.
Mm.
So it's time consuming.
Yes.
But then the reward is that you often might get challenged in terms of what you're doing.
Yes.
But definitely that time aspect can be a bit of a challenge.
Yes.
And you have to manage the person.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. You manage the person, the time,
Yeah.
the work they do. But me, what I've noticed is like a lot of them when they come, they've got a lot of ideas. They're very savvy with all the new technology, social media platforms.
Yeah.
Me now, I'm on point with Instagram.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got my own
You've
even
learned.
yes,
Yes.
Instagram account.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to put a bit of things on it, but they're very, very sharp with all these new technology.
Yes.
And talking with them, I don't know if you can confirm this, but talking with them, it's like new ideas are coming out of this. I don't know. You had interns for like a lot of years now.
Yes.
Talking with them, what has it brought to you? Exchanging with them.
I think it's very easy just to sort of see things from your point of
Yes.
view as a solo
Yes.
entrepreneur. So obviously having young people, working with you, they bring in a certain type of energy,
Yes.
and also they will question,
Mm.
what it is you're doing. I think, for example, when we went to the expo, I was looking for one or two other team members, and I came across this lady who seems good to be working with us on sales and marketing. And so when we came back, then Lindy was questioning me. Am I sure that she's the right person?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Am I
That's
sure
good.
that she's the right person for the team?
Yes.
And I had to, think and give my justification
Yes.
as to why,
Yes.
I felt that this
Okay.
was somebody that was worth pursuing.
Okay.
So yes.
Why did you think why did you ask this question to Joyce?
I asked a lot of questions about Joy for Joyce.
Yeah, to Joyce.
To Joyce.
But for this lady in
For this
particular,
lady,
why didn't you like her or?
No, she was cool, but I just asked her a question about
Okay,
like that.
just to challenge her.
Yeah, that she good for this company.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you started thinking, oh my God, really?
No, I had obviously thought about it
Yes.
beforehand, but I had to then justify, because
Mm.
I think the point is that as a business person working by yourself, nobody challenges
Exactly.
you. Nobody
Yes,
challenges
yes,
you.
yes.
So to have that,
Mhm.
and also to be able to then justify it
Mm.
is reassuring, one,
Yes.
but also because it makes you understand that you are on track, and that you
Yes.
that I had thought about it, rather than just
Yes,
So,
just
yeah.
saying this. Okay. Okay, so Lindy, did you have any challenge or challenges now being with Joyce? The language or the work itself, or there is no challenge? They defeat the challenge, like something that is difficult.
Something that's difficult. Sometimes is the language.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes when she speaks to me, we have to use like Google Traduction to translate some words. So
Okay.
it's like difficult to
Okay.
be understanding.
To understand.
And I think that is cool. It's good
It's
for
good.
now. Yeah.
It's good for now. Okay. Okay.
But I must say, I do feel that my friendship has improved.
Has improved.
Because-
Okay.
But I have to confess that I do love the French language,
Yes,
and I
yes.
did study French at school. And like when you came this morning,
Yes.
sometimes I feel I'm thinking in French, which is quite weird.
Okay. That's
Like when
good.
you were entered in, I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah. Even me, when I first came into the UK, I started dreaming in English.
Oh, okay.
So that was the trigger for me to know, like, okay, yeah, now you're proper English.
Yes.
You're dreaming in English.
Yes.
I think it's gone now.
It's
I'm
gone.
back to French.
Oh.
Yes. So, would you like to give us more, maybe few information about Africa Oracle
Sure.
before we end the join us to build a great momentum for the development of Africa?
Yes. So we've got what we've got here: Africa Oracle networks and initiatives for the development of Africa. The project we're currently working on is a tourism one.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, we worked with the Tanzanian Tourism Board
Mm-hmm.
to write, to propose a marketing strategy
Okay.
to increase visitors from the UK to the continent, Tanzania rather. I have an IT background, so I do love tech and anything technology. So what we're working on at the moment is to tell stories about African destinations and to use that to promote the destinations for people in the UK and Europe to travel. And we're going to do that by using immersive technology. So that's using AR, augmented reality, and VR, virtual reality, to allow people to sample a destination, to try a destination, and remove that element of risk. So normally when you're going on holiday, you've either been there before, or you've had it. It's been recommended to you, or you have a sense that the place is a good place to go. So it's at that stage when you're dreaming about the holiday and wanting to plan a holiday that we would want to use these immersive technology products so that you can sample a destination and experience it, get the feel of the place, and then hopefully decide to book.
Yes. You just mentioned something that I had a conversation with a previous business owner, Kofi Opong. He is also he's from Nigeria.
Sure, or Ghana, Kofi?
Yeah, Kofi Opong. Yeah, he's from Nigeria. No, Ghanaian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he's from Ghana.
Yes, it's definitely Nigeria. Opong and Kofi are Ghanaian names.
Ghanaian names. Okay, sorry, Mr. Opong, if you're watching this video. He was mentioning that African people, we need to really move now to obviously the 5G is coming or is already there, but also all these artificial intelligence. We do a lot of things, but still manually, music, fashion. But how can we, as Africans, now take these, skills that we have, but now trying to match it with the technology, the new technology? How can we do that? Because a lot of us, obviously African prints, we're still sewing, we're still using tailors and everything.
I think technology can be a form of innovation. So, and whenever we're looking at doing something new or starting a business or we have a project or an idea, it's usually, I keep telling Lindy that all these things are about solving problems.
Yes.
Right? So a business essentially is solving a problem with a solution, being its products or services. So I think we need to think about, what problems we're trying to solve, and if technology can play a part in it to sort of bring about some innovation, and that can then differentiate you from
the competition. Yes. Okay, perfect. Lindy, do you have something to say to our French students who are online and are just maybe scared of coming? Were you a bit scared when you wanted to come to London?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a bit scared because I was afraid about my host family.
Okay.
About how my journey in London will be.
Okay.
But I think that is a good experience, and that it will definitely make you become more growth,
More mature.
Yeah. And I think that is a good experience, and I think it can be good for your CV.
Yes.
So
And what advice can you give MPA coaching? How can we really encourage and boost students to come to the UK? Because a lot of them follow us on Instagram, Facebook, but how do we just break that mentality? Or I don't know, actually that's a brainstorming. How can we, which advice can you give to MPA coaching? How did you hear about us first?
Yeah.
How did you hear about MPA?
Yeah, so I hear about my cousin.
Okay.
She talked to me about your company.
Okay.
That you found internship and host family.
Accommodation.
So I found
Okay.
from
So we've got a lot of word of mouth. A lot of word of mouth. Most 90% of the students are coming, which is good. But what does it mean then that all these videos, blah blah, Do we need to
I think
continue
I
or
think maybe so you do well in getting people here.
yes?
Maybe it's what you do after they
Mm,
finished. So
mm,
maybe I don't know surveys or
yes.
and maybe maintaining the relationship if not
Mm-hmm.
with them, with the colleges or the
Yes, the
universities. So I think
university.
that's where you need to
Yeah.
get some energy.
Okay.
Getting feedback from them when they finish.
Yes, when they finish. Okay. So, which advice also would you give us
You
to the audience, the
students.
to the
students?
All the audience.
Yes.
the advice that is that you need to be like social, like speak with people and
Mm,
even with English people. Sometimes when I lost in the streets, for example, I asked to people in English and they are very cool. They are
mm,
nice.
mm. She
Um,
likes the word cool.
Cool.
yeah,
The word Schwedt comes to mind. Is that
yeah.
cool in
C'est
French?
chouette, ouais,
Schwedt.
c'est bien, c'est
Bien.
cool, c'est
Schwedt.
ouais, c'est chouette, oui, oui, c'est chouette, ouais.
Yeah, so to be
Nickel.
social, to be social,
Sociable.
sociable.
Yes, sociable.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And you, Joyce, what would you say to entrepreneurs, people who are
Schwedt.
yes, cool,
Well, in terms of
welcoming interns?
yeah, I think you know what these years have demonstrated to me is that if you're looking at wanting to mentor
Mm,
people because it's your organization is MPA
exactly.
Coaching.
Yeah, mentoring
So
people
so
abroad.
you know coach or advise the
Mhm.
students to come, but in the businesses themselves, we also act as mentors.
Exactly.
You know,
Mm,
Lindy was saying that she was a bit apprehensive
yes.
before she came.
Mm.
And in fact, my children think that when the interns come, they think that I've acquired other children
Okay.
because often, some of them still
Mm.
keep in touch.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so the first time it happened, it's like, why are they still keeping, they've
Yes.
left and they're
Mm,
still keeping
mm.
in touch. So I think over the years, I've come to understand that it's also some form of mentoring.
Yes.
And that if you feel that you can, give of yourself
Mm.
to young people, then it's a good thing to do.
It's a good thing. Mm. She's very good, and it's true because there's something you need to mention them.
Oh,
You
yes.
need to
Oh, yes.
but they're cool,
Yeah,
as Lindy says. Okay, so really, thank you very much for following us today and taking the time to really listen to the testimonies and um, Joyce and Lindy, who have shared their experience, not only welcoming interns for Joyce, but also being an intern for a UK company. Thank you. Enjoy your week because it's Monday today. Yes. And if you have any questions or visit our website www.mpacoaching.com, or you can contact us on all the various social media, Instagram and Facebook. And do not hesitate to share this video if you think that it will be beneficial to a student, a family, or even a business owner. So thank you again for watching us. This was Agnes, director and founder of MPA Coaching. A bientôt.